Yeah, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. I just want to talk about the Atari VCS really quick and the Intellivision Amico, But first of all, the yars recharge has been announced for the Atari VCS, and that was a surprise, and it's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that, Then we have Atari Mania coming out soon, which is awesome. Then in November we have the Atari 50th anniversary collection, which is gonna have Atari Jaguar, Atari Lynx, and other games. And the Atari VCS looks awesome in the sunlight and everything. It just looks awesome. And we'll clean it every day with a bit of Mr. Sheen and a yellow cloth, and it just looks awesome. And yeah, so looking forward to those new games coming out for the Atari VCS League, and awesome stuff, So yeah, plenty to look forward to, And if people out there are thinking that the Atari VCS is coming to its end, it's not. Trust me, it's not. You know what I mean? So yeah, so all that good stuff, And from every angle, just looks awesome, And if the gaming industry ever had an award for the best looking system, would give it to the Atari VCS League, And yeah, I love it, I mean. And I remember day one back in it, I had no doubt in my mind. Even when all the delays and all the BS happened, we still believed in it, And here we are, and just looks awesome, This is the collector's edition 800 model, 8 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage. Only 6,000 of these made, and mine is 898 out of 6,000. And we'll never sell it, I'll tell you that. And I'm going to keep it in as good condition as this. Every day clean it with a bit of Mr. Sheen and a yellow cloth. And it's awesome. It really is, And it's a mini PC, a Linux mini PC, which is awesome. So pretty cool. And this is the back of it, and that's the number of my 898 out of 6,000 Atari VCS collector's edition. Awesome stuff, and pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, so awesome stuff. So like I said, Yars Recharge is coming out, which looks awesome. I can't wait for that. Atari Mania. Atari Mania is like a whole bunch of mini games based on Atari games, which is awesome. And then the Atari 50th anniversary collection. So all that to look forward to. So on to the Intellivision Amico, And it's over for the Amico, It's never going to come out, And the people behind the Amico scammed everybody. Well, particularly the people that gave them money. Investors, people that pre-ordered it. All the crowdfunding campaigns that they raised money from. They took that money and they ran. Which is terrible, and I hope these people are caught and found and put in jail. They have to give back the money that they stole from people, because that's what it was, a scam, a complete scam, So the latest is they showed the Amico offices, which is completely empty, There's nothing there, All there is the Running Man blue logo on the walls, and that's it. There's nothing else actually in the offices, and the plant, it's empty. And according to people, it's been empty for 3 months, So 3 months ago, they took the money and ran, and that's it, Now, despite Phil Adams saying that the trademark has been renewed and they will do a test run, there's no guarantee of that. There's no dates, there's no information. and now the offices and the plant are completely empty, you know. So we feel really bad for the people that were looking forward to the Intellivision Amico and that were scammed, you know. And, you know, like I said, I hope these people, Tommy Televico, Phil Adam, John Alvarado, Nick Richards, all the people behind the scenes that orchestrated this scam and took the money, and they seem to have gotten away with it for now. But like I said, I hope they're found, I hope they're put in jail and they get back the money, you know. But, you know, it's just a shame, you know, because the same thing could have happened to me with the Atari VCS, you know, because people were kind of scammed just like the Intellivision. But the difference is, like, Atari were putting out updates and they were giving concrete information about what's happening. Even though sometimes it was bad news, you know, they were still giving out updates about the actual construction of the console, what sort of materials it's going to use, the dimensions, the weight, the height, everything. So that's what led me to believe, yeah, this is going to come out. It's going to take a long time, but it's going to come out, you know. And but then all the delays happened, you know. The first one was they wanted to use originally they were going to use a Bristol Ridge processor on the Atari VCS, but they decided to take it out and go with the Ryzen from AMD to make it more powerful. And because of that, it was going to take a few more months to develop, which I was happy with because they were saying it was going to be more powerful, and I'm glad that they did, you know. Because if they had kept with the Bristol Ridge, I doubt the VCS could do Xbox Cloud Gaming, Stadia, or anything like that, you know. It wouldn't be able to emulate games as well as it can, you know, through Chrome and Windows 10. So I'm glad that they went with the Ryzen. It does give it more horsepower, in my opinion, like, you know. But then they did a redesign of the console. You see the way it has two USB ports? Well, originally all 4 USB ports were going to be on the back of the console. And see on the back there, originally they were going to have 4 USB ports, and they're going to have a micro SD card slot, which I was actually disappointed about that, because with the SD card you could download games onto it and then put it into your Atari handheld portable, which has an SD card slot. But they took that out and to put 2 USB ports, but you also made it taller, right? They rose it off the ground, you know, whereas before the system would be more flusher to the ground. Like you see where the USB ports are, see the black stuff there, that was going to be just more flush to the ground, if you know what I mean. Which, you know, they did that to make it look more like the 2600. See the way that black stuff, originally that wasn't going to be there. See where my finger is, that's where the base of it would be, and the USB parts be on the back. But they decided on a redesign, and all that stuff takes time. And I was disappointed about that, to be honest with you. I actually said to Atari, why are you taking away the SD card slot, you know? Well, I'm guessing from their point of view, they wanted to make it look more like the original. But the original one didn't have joystick parts in the front. They were all at the back. And I say they were scared of piracy, people downloading stuff onto an SD card and selling it and that stuff. So I think that's the real reason why they took away the SD card slot. But again, that's the way it is, like, you know. But so all that took time to redesign. And while that was going on, people were still calling it a scam, like, you know. And they were trying to convince me that to get a refund while it still can. But no, I still believe in it, you know. And then when they brought out the prototype board again, they were calling it a scam, this and that. But anyway, bottom line is it did come out eventually in 2020. Christmas time 2020 is when I got my Atari VCS, you know. And I'm really, really happy with it. And like I said, like, it's far from finished. Like, people think that it's finished. There's no more games or support coming out for the Atari VCS. Well, there is, like, you know, and it's awesome, you know. But but a good thing about the Atari VCS is if Atari did stop supporting it, let's say if they shut down the servers or stuff like that, the games that you purchase will still work on it. So it won't turn into a brick, which is awesome news, you know. Because that was one of the fears I had when I backed it. Like, it is an all-digital console. What happens if Atari stops supporting it? Will it turn into a brick, or can I still play my games? Well, we can still play the games that I purchased, which is awesome. So, even if Atari, I hope to God they don't, but if Atari do go under again, and they go bankrupt and they stop supporting it, we can still use my Atari VCS and play the games that I purchased. The only thing that won't work on it is online stuff, you know. So that's awesome, you know. But like I said, like the VCS, Atari will support it for a while longer anyway. Hopefully for a long time, you know. But as much as I love the Atari VCS, it's just not catching the world on fire the way the original one did, unfortunately. But who knows, in time that might change, you know, because I really want the Atari VCS to be top spot, take top position, you know, the way the original one did, you know. And that's how I think it starts to collect their fingerprints, but look clean it every day, I look after it and stuff. So yeah, I mean, just a quick video about the Atari VCS. Like, I only wish that the people at Intellivision actually made the console for their fans and the people that invested money into them, but they didn't do that. They took the money and run. Like I said, the offices are empty. There's nothing in the offices. According to people that don't research, the offices and the plant have been empty for 3 months, like, you know. So that's really, really bad. And these people are still out there in the world, you know. And it wouldn't be that hard to find them, you know. So I hope that they brought the, you know, someone finds them. They brought the thrown in jail, and they have to give back the money that they stole from people, you know. But despite that, there's still people out there that are supporting these people and the Intellivision amico. But I hate to say it, but these people, they did screw people over. They got the money and they've gotten away with it. And there's no console, there's nothing, you know. Just empty offices, empty fucking premises, empty plants, nothing, you know. It's just all for show, like, you know, them buildings and that Intellivision owns, just to make it look like that they're a big company when really they're not, like, you know. And so terrible time for people that backed it, that were looking forward to it. But like I said, the Intellivision amico story keeps going. It just won't completely die, you know, not yet anyway. But in my opinion, like, the amico will never come out, and these people have scammed people to have their money, and right now they're sitting somewhere laughing their ass off. Well, I hope, like I said, these people, Tommy Tallarico, Phil Adam, John Alvarado, all these people that orchestrated this scam are found. They have to give back the money, apologise, and thrown in jail for 30 years each, because that's not right, like, you know. So anyway, I hope everyone has a good day. Take care and bye bye.